Hey, I'm Katie, and this is Living in the Now. Do you want to learn how to be completely resistance-free? How to remove resistance? Well, that's the video today. First, we realize what resistance is. Resistance is any negative thoughts and feelings about your desire. Since feelings are generated within us from our thoughts, then really the focus is just on our thoughts. If I told you tomorrow you won't have a car and job and no money, you may feel upset and afraid. If that same thing was going to happen to a person and they weren't aware of it and had no thoughts about it, they wouldn't be affected. If I said tomorrow you will meet the love of your life, you may feel excited. See how the thoughts about things generates feelings? So really, just your thoughts are the focus, since your thoughts create your feelings. So the main focus is your thoughts. When you have negative thoughts or thought stories, it can be any type of thoughts about it, like negative thoughts about you. If you want a relationship, you might think, I always meet people that are mean to me. About money, you might say, I always spend my whole check and have no money left over. I'm bad with money. These are stories created by our thoughts. You feel less than and seeking validation and love and insurance, and to feel good and okay and at peace from outside sources, when really you can find that within. So what's resistance really then? Resistance is any negative thoughts or thoughts that may make you unhappy about your desires. Why do some people get instant, easy manifestations and things they barely care about? Because it is resistance-free. Well, how is it resistance-free? Because there's no negative, unwanted thoughts about it. You just want it and are at peace within yourself. You want it because it is fun, and you don't care as much. One example is on the phone with a friend. We were just talking, and they mentioned like zebra cakes, like a snack food. And I said happily out of nowhere, I'm like, I want zebra cakes. And the next day at work, I went to work, and sitting on the free snack table was zebra cakes. It was pretty weird and stood out since I was the first person to come into work even, so how did it get there? I don't know. And who stocked the items, and how did I desire it at night after they were already there and waiting for me the next day? So it was instant and free. So how did this happen so easy and effortless? I had no resistance. I had no negative thoughts and feelings about it. I just wanted it, and in that moment of saying I wanted it, I felt I had it and was happy and free and light. Usually our main desires that seem bigger or more special come with way more resistance, meaning way more negative thoughts about it. Usually tons of past thoughts, memories, situations, conversations have happened that has remained within us. We remember it, so when we try for more money or a new relationship, all that stuff comes up and brings us suffering. Like you feel unworthy or sad or not enough if you don't have a relationship, or you feel lacking and less than without enough money, or you have negative thoughts about relationships or money in general. Like for money, you have thoughts of, can only make so much at my job. How make more? I never feel like I have enough. For a relationship, you say, I want a relationship, but I don't know where to meet someone. No one feels right for me. Everyone just treats me bad. We have negative thoughts about these desires. Well, then you'd ask, so how in the world will I have no negative thoughts about my desires anymore? The way I found is to first realize why you want your desires. At the core, you want your desire so you feel okay, good, at peace, happy, and content. Why do you want a partner? So you can finally feel okay, feel good. Why do you want money? To feel freedom and good and okay. When you feel good, okay, and freedom, what are you doing? At the core of that, you are being. and as you are, just being. You are being as you are, authentic, carefree, just you, yourself. You are free, at peace, and happy. This is how you were born. You were born whole and complete and loved and just forgot or were conditioned to think otherwise. So you can first find all that, the feeling of good and okay and happy and at peace, without the stuff, without the external stuff like a partner or money. You realize your natural state of being is just love and being. Being is existing. When you exist and are just being, you are enjoying life, enjoying yourself, your experiences, your qualities, being present in the moment with no thoughts, no negative thoughts about anything. So the point of that is you are actually whole and complete now. Well, why am I whole and complete now? Because if you sat there existing, you'd just be being, and you'd be okay, and good, and happy, and at peace. The only thing making that not so or not true in any given moment is your own thoughts. So remove the thoughts and return to perfect peace and alignment, a perfect state of no resistance. And from this state, you're complete and good already. When you desire a relationship then, or money, it is just for the additional fun of it, or to experience it. But you don't actually need it or to be enough or okay or feel complete. You don't need it for those reasons. Because your normal born state already is that. You are perfect as you are. The only thing that makes you not feel complete, or less than, or that you need money or a partner or a car or to feel better is your own thoughts. And thoughts are imaginary. They aren't actually true. So remove the thoughts that make you unhappy and you return to just being. It just is, and I just am. And from that is alignment. And when in alignment, you can say a desire and have no bad thoughts about it. And poof, it shows up way more easy and effortless. Thoughts are imaginary. Look at the room that you are in. You see your body, the chair you're sitting on, the TV. Show me where not enough and unworthy is. It is actually only in your imagination. So return to the reality here, the present moment, and see the only cause of your suffering is your own thoughts. Usually the only thing in the way or preventing any desire is your negative thoughts about it. Remove that and you're aligned, in a perfect state, in the state of having it now. If you remove the negative or unhappy thoughts about a relationship, a specific one, or relationships in general, or about yourself too, you are clear and resistance-free. And when you are resistance-free, all is easy and aligned and fun. It is said that when you're aligned, you then realize your desires. This means or is because since you no longer are seeking desires to feel whole or good, you realize your true desires that you just happen to want to experience as a human. Things that don't add to you since you're already whole. Just experiences that allow you to be your true self, express yourself, and be as you are. Okay, but now still, how do I stop negative thoughts? Well, you look at them and question them and see they are imaginary. They were only told to you or made up by you. They are thought stories and they aren't real. You realize all things are not good or bad. It just is. They are neutral. Either side of it could be argued. Is a relationship really good? Yes, you get someone to cuddle with and spend time with. But others say they love space and doing their own thing. So maybe it is bad. Well, is money good or bad? It gives you freedom, but also then you're probably then stressed about losing the money. So is it good or bad? It could be either. It just is. So if you realize all your desires can be good or bad, and that it just is, then this takes away the strong sense of lack around it. If a relationship is good or bad, it just is. So do I feel bad about not having it then? No, not really. Maybe I want to experience that one day, but this takes away all the negative thoughts about it. If it is just good or bad, it's neutral. It just is. There is no longer any negative thoughts about it. It just is. For me, this took away the negative thoughts about all things. It made me not feel lack of it or lack of anything. This made me at peace. My overwhelming, annoying, negative thoughts about the lack of all my desires just went away. Since all things are truly, really not actually good or bad, it just is. So this concept, just for me, took away all the negative thoughts about my desires. I still wanted stuff, or those things, or relationship or money, but I didn't feel bad I didn't have it. This is like a secret way to accept your now reality, to become aligned and resistance free. And from that place, you can say what you want, anything you want, without needing it or the feeling of lack of it now. If what you want isn't good or bad, if you just have it, you no longer lack it. So when you no longer lack stuff, you can want desires with no resistance, with no negative thoughts about it. So I want that car, but since that car may not actually be good or bad to have, I just don't feel any lack if I don't have it. I feel more carefree, like it just is. If I get it, great, and if not, maybe there's something else. It's a feeling of wanting it but not needing it, that you're okay without it, which also equals acceptance of my now. Acceptance of my now reality means wanting a desire with no negative thoughts about it. And no negative thoughts about my desire means you're resistance free. Well, what do I do if I have a strong desire and I do care a ton about it? Then what? Well, you make it more natural to you. It is natural that you have and deserve a relationship. It is natural that you have and deserve money. It isn't greater than or above you. By your perception, you are just highlighting things, so really it is from you and all things are equal to you. If you do care a ton, try to see why. Ask yourself. Oftentimes we attach meaning to things which makes it seem more special or rare or big. For example, you may attach meaning to a relationship. That if I have a partner, I'm more okay, or good, or worthy, or enough. But if you can learn to become aware you already are those things, on your own, the relationship doesn't have that attached meaning anymore. This person wants me. That means I'm special. I fit in. I'm attractive. See how meaning is attached? But that's just a story. You already are those things. So become aware you are first by yourself. You lessen the need for others to complete you by learning you already are complete. A relationship doesn't define you. You are whole and complete just by existing. Once you adjust your thoughts on this, you can then decide from a place of peace. Like, yeah, I want a relationship experience. It sounds nice. I'd like that. But feel how it has lessened. You don't as strongly need it and good with or without it. This is reducing or removing resistance. You may find you don't even want your desire as much then, which is okay. This means you took away the strong lack that you've had for so long. It doesn't mean the desire is forgotten. Removing resistance is no longer having any negative thoughts about your desire. It's saying a desire and feeling good about it, a clear signal. A desire stated from a place of peace and happiness and wholeness within yourself already. The only thing in the way of your desires is resistance, which is your negative thoughts about it. Remove the negative thoughts, become aware of them, What you want comes easily.